You can think of your heart as having its own personal drummer, one that sets this perfect, steady beat for your entire life. But what happens when that drummer starts to lose the rhythm? Well, that's what we're diving into today, the incredible tech that steps in as the heart's backup drummer.
So, what is it that keeps that beat so perfect day in and day out? For pretty much all of us, our bodies have this amazing built-in system, a tiny biological marvel that keeps the whole show running in perfect time.
It all comes down to a little spot called the SA node. Seriously, think of it as the band leader. It's your heart's natural pacemaker, and it's the one sending out the electrical signals that kick off every single heartbeat. It's the reason your heart has that steady, reliable thump-thump. But, sometimes, even the best musicians can miss a beat.
And that gets us to the heart of the problem, really. When your heart's natural rhythm gets thrown off, it's not just a line in a song, it's a serious medical issue that comes with some very real, very physical symptoms.
The signs can be kind of sneaky at first. Maybe you just feel way more tired than usual, or you get a little dizzy now and then. But it can get much more serious. We're talking fainting, chest pain, or that terrifying feeling like your heart is just racing out of control. These are basically alarm bells from your body, telling you the rhythm section is in trouble.
So the key thing here is that these aren't just random feelings. A lot of the time, they point to a specific condition, like symptomatic bradycardia. And all that really means is that the heart is beating too slowly to get enough blood and oxygen out to your body, all because that SA node, our natural pacemaker, just isn't firing fast enough anymore.
But this is where things get really amazing. This is where modern medicine steps in with a solution. When your body's natural system just can't keep up, we can call in some high-tech helpers to, get the band back together.
First up, we've got the artificial pacemaker. It's a small battery-powered device, and it has one crystal-clear job. It listens to the heart. And if it senses that the rhythm is getting too slow, it sends a tiny, tiny electrical pulse to get it right back on track. It's the ultimate steady, reliable backup drummer.
Then you've got its more dramatic cousin, the ICD, or implantable cardioverter defibrillator. This thing is less like a drummer and more like a bodyguard. It's constantly on watch, looking for dangerously fast or totally chaotic heart rhythms, the kind that can cause a sudden cardiac arrest. And if it sees one, it delivers a powerful shock to reset the whole system. It's literally a lifesaver in a tiny box.
Okay, so let's just put these side by side because this is the crucial difference. A pacemaker is for a heart that's beating too slow, giving it a gentle little nudge to keep the pace. An ICD is for a heart that's dangerously fast or chaotic, and it delivers a powerful jolt to reset it. Oh, and here's a really key detail. Most ICDs can also act as a pacemaker, so they're kind of like a two-in-one device for people who might need both kinds of help. But how do these little machines actually know when to do their job? I mean, it's not like they're just switched on and firing all the time. They're actually incredibly smart, with different ways of operating.
So, some pacemakers can be set to what's called fixed rate mode. This is the most straightforward setting. Basically, the device is programmed to fire at a steady, constant rate, let's say 70 beats per minute, no matter what the heart is doing on its own. It's simple, but it provides a constant, reliable safety net.
But the more common setting, and the much smarter one, is demand mode. In this mode, the device is always listening to the heart's own natural rhythm. It just hangs back and stays quiet as long as the heart is beating above a certain speed. But the second that rate drops too low, it jumps in and demands a beat by firing. It only steps in when it's absolutely needed, which is great for saving battery and working in harmony with the body.
And you can actually see this happening on a hospital monitor. On an ECG, you get this super sharp vertical line that pops up out of nowhere. That's called a pacer spike. It's the unmistakable electronic signature of the device firing its pulse, and it's immediately followed by the heart muscle contracting. It's a perfect picture of technology and biology working together.
Okay, so we get the what and how, but what's it actually like to get one of these devices put in? Let's quickly walk through what the procedure looks like.
For such a life-changing piece of tech, the process is surprisingly routine. It starts with making sure you understand everything and giving your consent. Then, with local anesthetic and some sedation to keep you comfortable, a small incision is made, usually up near the collarbone, to create a little pocket for the device generator. After it's all placed, they do a chest x-ray to double-check that the leads are in the perfect spot. And of course, they monitor your heart rhythm very closely.
After that, recovery involves a few really important things. The biggest one is to limit your arm and shoulder movement on that side for a while. This lets the leads, the little wires, firmly anchor into the heart muscle so they don't move. And get this, here's a wild little detail. If a patient gets hiccups that just won't go away, they have to report it. Why? Because it could actually mean the device's electrical pulse is stimulating their diaphragm by mistake, and it just needs a small adjustment. All right, the device is in. It's working perfectly. So, what now? What does everyday life look like? This is all about learning how to navigate the world with your new internal sidekick.
First off, let's talk about how long these things last, because they are built to go the distance. A typical pacemaker battery has a lifespan of about 10 years, and when the battery eventually gets low, it's a pretty simple procedure to just replace that generator part, not the whole system.
Living with a pacemaker really just means adding a new, simple routine to your day. You'll carry an ID card with you everywhere. You'll take your pulse every day to make sure the rate is right where it's supposed to be. And you just stay aware of your body and report any of those old symptoms if they pop up again. It's all about being a partner in your own healthcare.
And what about all the electronics and magnets in our world? Well, the rules are actually way simpler than you'd probably guess. The main thing is avoiding really strong magnetic fields, which is why most MRI machines are a no-go. At airport security, you just show your card, and they know not to hold the scanner wand right over your device. And the best news for your daily life? Everyday things like your microwave oven are totally, completely safe. Now, for people with an ICD, there's one more thing to understand. While that shock is an absolute lifesaver, it is a powerful experience. Patients often describe it as feeling like a sudden hard thump or a blow to the chest. It's definitely jarring, but it means the device did exactly what it was supposed to do at a critical moment and saved your life.
When you just step back and look at the whole picture, it's pretty astounding. Someone can go from fainting, feeling exhausted, unable to live their life, to having it all restored, all thanks to this tiny little device working quietly inside their chest. It's just a stunning marvel of medical engineering. So from a drummer losing the beat to a life back on track, the technology we have right now is incredible. It saves millions of lives. But you have to remember, this is just one stop on a long journey of innovation, and it leaves you with this one big, exciting question. If this is what's possible today, what on earth will the next generation of heart technology be able to do?